Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy end of the year. So let's get started right in. On your way in, make sure that you share and comment throughout the live. And if you are rewatching this, share the comments. I do go back and read the comments. If I don't respond, it's because it didn't deserve a response. It's one of the things we're leaving in 2024. We're not responding to people that are crazy. So we'll have our co-host introduce herself and then we will get started.
Hi, everybody. Happy Taco Tuesday.
I really wanted tacos today, and I said, before the show, I'm going to stop working and I'm going to go get tacos. I'm eating beef jerky for dinner because the sun go down too early. That's the problem for me. Is anybody else still adjusting? Like it goes down too early.
I'll be ready to go to bed right when the sun go down.
Yeah, either I'm ready to
10
go to
o'clock.
bed or go ahead.
No, I said like it's 10 o'clock. I'll be ready to go to bed at 5.
Either that or I'll be like, okay, I know I got X amount of hours until the show start. Let me load the stuff. Let me do this. And then, I'll be ready and I can go do something. But before I know it, it'll be the time already. So I don't know. I got to plan better, like in real life. So tonight's topic is the things that we're leaving in 2024. Number one, so I have various clips that we'll play and then we'll talk about them. Of course, we have a couple of hot topics. And then the overarching topic is we listen and we don't judge. Now, let me tell you, it's a little different than these people. Baby, social media has become therapy. So what I've done is said, Madam says yes. I say, listen, everything we learned before, we're going to need to grandfather that in because some people are still like that in their real life. But the real reality is because of social media, if you want to make money, you're going to have to do different things. And it's going to be a little bit different than the way we was raised. And that's okay. I still say do it with integrity, though. Some of y'all crazy. Have y'all heard some of those TikToks? We listen and we don't judge. Well, I ain't playing none of them because they're a hot mess. Go look at them. But we're going to listen to some things. We're not going to judge, but we're going to hold people accountable. So let's get started. Let me tell you. Did our co-host introduce herself? She did. She said Happy Taco Tuesday. See what happened? We need your protein and your vegetables, kids. Make sure you eat. So hopefully you grab something. So let's play the first clip. Tell me what you would have done if this was your daughter or your child. Here we go.
Know that you wanted me to send a video and you wanted me to include one of my children, and I only have one child. Her name is Abby and she's here. So you wanted some background. Like I dress like this every day as soon as I get up. I get up at 4 a.m. Every morning. I go for a run. And then I run for about 12 miles and then I come back. I make sure the house is all clean and tidy. I do all the dishes and I wash. Shh, Abby, you can't do this.
That's not true. It's not true.
Hey, I'm trying to get this job. So I do all the dishes. I make sure the dogs are bathed, and that way when my wife gets up, like everything is done. So I'm very diligent in that.
Bye.
No, Abby.
That's not true.
Abby, please. Just for a minute, please.
You can't lie to the
Abby,
company.
they're gonna see this, please. So you asked about my diet. I only eat vegetables. There's no pizza.
Come on, you eat chips and milk.
Please.
Oh, come on, you eat sugar all the day.
I don't eat egg sandwiches or iced tea. I'm total water, and no, please. If I do get water.
So my question is, judging where we are today, what do y'all feel about her exhibit of how she talked? How would you react if that were you? Hello, bestie. OG bestie.
Laughing. I would be laughing. I don't think I would be able to hold that in. She was not playing around.
Now, let me tell y'all.
These kids tell the truth. That's who's gonna tell the truth is these kids.
Mm-hmm. That's so cute till they turn about 5 or 6 and start embarrassing the shit out of you like that. and don't know when to shut the hell up. And so cute until then. I don't agree
And
with
that's
it.
why I wouldn't do nothing with no kids that age.
Point blank, period. Either one or two things. If you know that if you are walking in that path, because you do it however you want to. Here's my problem that I have. Fast forward to the end. When they do hit a certain age, and now you just shift and you're completely upset. You want to start whooping them, all of these things, but you've trained them all those other years to, no, I want my kids to be able to express themselves. Well, kids tell the truth and all that other shit until it don't work in your favor. Till they start telling your business, running their mouth, misbehaving, telling what you said when you was gossiping. Y'all do know that that's how it turns out, right? Like that's how it turns out every time. So of course, I'm pretty sure that was a skit, and it was cute because it was fake. But in real life, y'all are training monsters. And for the sake of God and the rest of us that don't love your children like you do,
Right.
we don't love them. Okay. Because if a little kid calls me fat in the store, whatever is wrong with them, I'm going to turn around and say something. I am. Unless the parent gets on them, then I won't. No harm, no foul. Kids are learning. But if you let it happen, I'm going to turn around and address your kid. Your kid stepped into a grown-up position, so I'm going to answer him. I'm honest too, right? How come that don't work for adults? Adults will be honest. How come it don't work? Okay. Y'all keep doing that shit. It's not cute. Let me tell you. Remember the little boy that went to school and told the teacher, we have weed in our backyard? And CPS came and the parents was like, I don't smoke weed. Good thing that they didn't. And he was like, the little kid was like, it's in the backyard. It's in the backyard. So the parents, because they don't smoke weed, was like, take me and show, like, what are you talking about? While CPS was there, he was talking about pulling weeds.
Weeds, yeah. Like y'all don't even call and do a conference with the parent before y'all just come up out there for no reason.
Because he said, I have weed in my backyard. That was a bit much for me. I'm like, damn, you didn't call and ask first? Like,
yeah,
you just
like y'all
showed up?
don't go even, it's steps before CPS should be coming out to somebody's house.
Girl, the teacher just called the people. They called the popos on him. So that didn't work in their favor. Now let me show you something else a little kid did, and then I will tell you what the comments were saying, and then tell me if you agree. Kids are funny as shit. They're so funny. I don't be mad at the kid. I don't really have much to say to the kid. It's how the adult is teaching the kid. Here's my problem with that. In the comments, they were like, well, at least you know he's not gay. That's what kids are supposed to do at that age. Let me tell you where I had a problem with it. Y'all remember me telling you that I had to go up to Harley's school because the little boy kept touching her in her tutu? Oh, okay. So that's not exactly cute. Is it nice that he's inquisitive? Of course. But for me, if I walked up and Sky was doing that at that age, he wouldn't get in trouble. I would just tell him, you just explain. It's all about how you parent your children. He not wrong. He don't know no better. But it was the comments for me. What would you do if you saw Amir doing that?
Tell him don't do that.
It's
I
just
have to tell him
simple
stuff like that already because he's real touchy-feely.
Yeah.
So he'll be
it's nothing wrong with it.
Know somebody, the therapist leg and all that. And I'm like, you can't be in people's personal space. So I'll just be like, you can't do that. Like,
right.
You can do that with mommy sometimes. But even sometimes with me, I'll be like, no, you can't do that, Amir. Like, you can't touch mommy like that. But yeah. I know that he likes the texture.
He likes sensory, his touch.
Yeah, and he likes soft things. So he always be rubbing on me and everything. And I'd be like, boy, move over. You cannot just touch on people like this. Like, you can't do that.
Skylar, while he used to watch TV, he used to either lift the back of my shirt and put his stomach on me. He likes skin to skin, and he would just lean on me and put his back on me, or he would raise my shirt, not to my bra, nothing, but raise it and just rub on my rolls. So I have to teach them. I mean, they're babies. They're inquisitive. They're learning their senses. They're learning all of these things. So it's nothing wrong with the child and what they're doing. What is wrong is the parents always looking for a viral moment at this point, and they're not correcting the shit. And I think that that's crazy because it's unfair to what, could happen to them or whatever. What if we wanted to press charges on that little boy that wouldn't stop touching Harley on her tutu? We very well could have. You can actually file a complaint.
Well, yeah, I see. First, I would talk to the parents. Like,
remember, the parents wouldn't come up there.
Oh well.
Remember? So what if we didn't have a heart, and namingly my mother and my grandson who works for the school district? What if we didn't have them to say, Asia, calm down. You're thinking of it this way, but maybe the child isn't. Because all I'm thinking is how many people that I know and that we've heard of that their molestation came from somebody their own age, very young. So that makes me very scared. But what if they wouldn't have put that thought in my head to say, no, Asia, don't go down to the police department. Just give it a bit, teach Harley to protect herself. And now if the school says something to Harley, then it's a big deal. We went around it considering we're from the hood. Once his grandma and them didn't show up, that broke my heart. Because I was like, dang, how you not going to show up?
Yeah.
And we telling you we will press charges.
Yeah, that's when I would have a problem with it. I would
broke
have
my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, these things, the kid is doing what they're supposed to do. That's why they're called formative years. That's why it's called parenting. Like, y'all do y'all kids a favor because it's not fair. If he gets older and does those things because y'all laughing at it or you think it's cute, kids will keep doing things that you think is cute because that's the reaction that you gave them. Not very fair. Let's see. On social media, what's one of the things that you want to leave in 2024? Yeah, I know, Mom, Miss Softy. You the only reason that child wasn't put in handcuffs and I wasn't outside waiting for the grandma. Got me driving to LA at 5 a.m.
Well, dang, because a lot of stuff irritates me. Come back to me so I can think for a second, because I was trying to think about that today.
Mom said her bills, okay?
But that,
because at this point I cannot. Let's see. Let's play a clip. The hot topic. So listen to this hot topic. Speaking of my bills, don't ever get so broke, okay, that you call the police to report that somebody stole your drugs. Somebody stole your drugs. Watch.
This is quite possibly the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. You are reporting that someone stole the drugs that you were trying to sell them.
Sir, I'm broke. I'm just trying to make a little bit
At what point does this make any sense? At what point?
It doesn't make any
At what
sense.
point do you think telling the cops that someone stole...
I'm being honest. He's not being honest. Where's what he's...
Are there drugs in this car?
No, there isn't.
There no drugs in my car.
There isn't. There isn't.
Shakira.
469. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
469. Oh, Lord.
Where are you at?
Oh, my God.
All decorum went out the window. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? What would you do if you was a police officer or even a friend with that person? The person that stole the drugs even stayed there to laugh in her face while she called the police to report.
I would have been like the police. Like, I can't, like, am I on punked or something? Because I know y'all did not call me for this. When I seen that, I was dying laughing because I'm like, she crazy. Like, what did you think? Man, what did you think was going to happen? It was going to make her give it back? Like, I could not believe it.
No, but twin,
like
nothing even clicked in her head.
The police,
Yes.
he was so irritated with it. Like,
And even while he irritated, she like, I need my drugs. I need my stuff back. Like, lady, do y'all think she went to jail? Tell me what can you
I don't think she went to jail because she was just
you
that
can't go to
crazy.
jail, right? Because it's no drug. That's why he at least asked, well, is it a drug in the car? Like, is it in the drugs here? Because what do you want me to do?
Right.
And it's the man laughing for me. It's the man laughing for me. So I want to leave dumb people in 2024. Remember the girl that hired the hitman on the people that was reporting that her credit business was a fraud. She's the one who called. She's the one who called the FBI to report that the girl was trying to extort her when she wasn't. She told on herself, and now she's serving 10 years for trying to unalive the 3 people. You can't make this stuff up. Social media is
Yeah,
everybody shouldn't have
the
access,
attention seeking. I guess I would wish people would quit just it's so much. Just
right?
doing stuff for attention. Like you really going out of your way just to do something for likes. I'll say quit putting your kids out there trying to make them go viral. Like quit putting your kids out there. Oh, or if it's a handicapped child.
Wait, stop right there because I have one for that one. So we're gonna stay on that one.
Oh,
That
okay.
actually aligns with a clip, so I could play the clip for that one. So this one is actually Candace Owens giving somebody advice because she's giving advice to the daughter. The daughter's mother manages her, and she's trying to break the Guinness Book of World Records by sleeping with 1,000 men within
Oh,
24
that white
hours.
girl, this
And
white girl.
she just tested it by sleeping with 100, and they caught some behind the scenes footage of when she came out of the room. She broke down crying and then still put on a face in front of others. So Candace Owens really wanted to talk to her from an auntie perspective, from a mama perspective. So this was her feedback, and that goes right along with what you just said. 2 things do actually. So let's see. It is right here. Here we go.
But what then would you suggest my mother does? Like,
try to talk you out of it. Like a mom, mom is supposed to guide their children when they're doing decisions like that and say, listen, I understand you may think this is that, or you may think it's this way, but you're a beautiful young girl. You have your entire future ahead of you. You have 2 parents that love you. You know, you could marry a man and raise children and have a happily ever after, or you could be the girl who everyone knows who can't have a child that goes to school without people making fun of them. I mean, imagine having a son and they say like, you know, your mom's on the internet. I watched her get by 100 men, you know, or a daughter, you know, something which is just like, it's so precious, that relationship between a mother and their daughter, you know, like your mother should want to guide you in that way and say like, this is the path that you could have. Like your future could be amazing, and you're giving it up for, this is not, by the way, fame, it's infamy. You know, you're establishing yourself as someone who's going to be infamous. It's going to pass so quickly. The money's going to be in your bank account, and then there's going to be the next girl trying to one up it, and no one's going to care anymore. You're going to fade into irrelevancy, but you're never going to have a normal relationship. And that's what your mother should be telling you if she actually loves you.
I agree. I
And
agree
she's a pretty
100%.
girl. I mean, it's not like she ugly. Not saying if you ugly, you need to do it.
Right.
But she's actually a pretty girl. Like you don't have to do that just to be the
Somebody brought up another good point too that I didn't think about. How is that even one of the things that you can do for the Guinness Book of World Records?
I was just thinking that in my mind, like they had that in it, bro.
Yes, she's beating a record. So her number is 1,000, and she tested it with 100. She has OnlyFans and all that stuff, and she does other things, but it's because the person that holds the record now did 991.
So did she beat her?
She haven't did it yet. She did the test run with the 100 men in one night to see how
Girl,
it
her
was.
stuff ought to be falling off. That is crazy.
Yes. So in 2024, I want to leave those type of parents. And I want to create more people like a Candace Owens who will step up and those of us that have platforms that go against the grain because it's not good for somebody, and you actually realistically care about the person you hear saying that because your heart breaks for them is very sad. As well, to lift the spirits back up, um, please stop using your kids to do fraud as well. So right in line with what Rose said, take a look at this. They've been getting caught left and right.
This is a rich neighborhood, and you decide to bring your child out here to panhandle, and you know you live in a rich, you know this is wrong. You have a child out here. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not homeless. You live in a mansion. I done seen it. We done wrote and caught you guys. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Don't use your child like that. Don't do that.
That's
So
crazy.
the other ones that he did the day before, it was three women with their kids. One baby was actually in a stroller, and he was like, "You out here with a $400 stroller? That don't make no sense." She said 400. This stroller was $10,000 on the camera while he had the thing up. So she started recording him with her damn iPhone, getting smart instead of being ashamed. And he was like, "Do y'all husbands have y'all out here?" And that's the only time that they stopped talking. But she was literally offended, like, $400. This thing was $10,000. What is it of your business if we're out here getting money? Because they was putting their stuff away to go over to the other area and do it. And they drove up in Benzes and all of that. And they really do have big houses.
Yeah, that's why I've been stopped giving money to out, especially when I see them. I really won't give it because I'm like, you was homeless before you got pregnant, so why would you be out here? I hate when people had their kids and their dogs. Like, why the dog got to be homeless with you? Let the dog
Right.
go to a shelter. Like, why the dog got to be out here suffering with you? But I feel like that with them people too. But I heard a lot of them don't be poor, so I won't give them nothing. Can you just give us $1? I need $1 too. All of us is struggling now.
Right. They've been getting a lot busted a lot lately because people is tired of it. It's this one called Nike Detroit or Detroit Nike, and every single night he go live saying he called in Detroit. He need money for a hotel. If you ask him anything, like people will be like, I can help you get a job. I don't have no ID. Okay, I can help you get an ID. I don't have no social security card. If you try to ask him something, he'll cuss you out. If people be like, okay, I'll pay for it for the night for you, whatever, just tell me where it is, I'll pay for it. I can't do that due to my security. If you want to help, then help. If you like, he goes off. Found out he got a charger. He stayed with his family. He doing just fine. Another lady was out there with her kid that's like 10, and she parked her Benz around the corner and then walked over and started panhandling. And another girl our age was buying groceries for this lady. It was the only money she had, and the lady was just putting stuff in the basket. When she got in her car, a single mom, when she gave up half of her grocery money, when she got in her car, something made her stop and look back, and another car drove up and got the groceries that she just got and went and parked. And then she was like, I just didn't even have nothing to say. I just still drove off. But they did it right in her face. She happened to look back and saw it. I was like, how hard you
That's
see her
why
with
I
her
tell you, I don't give
baby
them nothing.
only.
I do not give them nothing.
I can't do it, and the police can get them for fraud. Exactly. They need to start being out there more. But the last one really pissed me off, seeing that the girl's story was too long. She was doing a story time, but she was literally a single mom and was telling the girl, I only had a budget for myself to go get groceries for this week for 100, but I'll give you 50. And the lady, she said the stuff the lady was putting in a basket, like, didn't make sense of if this is what you're trying to stretch or whatever. Why wouldn't you get what you need, like to make food to stretch for the week or whatever? And she was just like, okay, if that's what the kids really like, I'm just giving from my heart. But they didn't even let that girl make it out the parking lot before you drove up and did an exchange. And she said the girl kept trying to go put more in the basket. So she told her she had 50. She ended up spending 60. And the girl was like, it's okay, I'll get it back, and got taken advantage of. Oh my goodness. I'm not donating no more. I'm not. I'm
telling you,
over it. I don't have money to donate. I'm doing just my financial situation has changed. And even if it, and I mean as far as my spending money, um, I can't overly give anymore. That is what I'm leaving in 2024
Bro,
because
thank you. I left that in but I want to say I left that in 2023. But in 2024 I have done really good with saying no to people. Like I've
I've
said
done better.
no. Yeah, I've been saying no a lot. So I won't even say I have to leave that in 2024 because I already been practicing it.
I want to leave it all together. But have I been doing better? Yes.
Selfish people that only think about they self and everything is them. I want to leave that in there. I want to leave people that I feel like I used to always feel like family, like you only I will always be the person that be like, oh, that's your family, even if they doing you scandalous, whatever. You only have one family, that's your blood. Leaving that shit. Now that I'm leaving that shit in
I'm
2024.
leaving that. We didn't choose them. I didn't
Yeah,
sign up for that.
that
So I'm not bound
2024.
to
It was
anybody.
so funny. I was telling my cousin, me and my cousin was talking, and we was talking about that. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with that shit. Ain't no family. It ain't about no blood and all that. She was like, oh no, not you, not you. We blood, and
Leave
that's
us
all I do.
alone. That's how I believe before. Like, dang, ain't nobody. That's blood in my blood and flesh in my flesh. Then I'll be like,
Yes,
I
I'm
didn't
like,
birth that
what?
motherfucker.
And that's what she said. Oh no, not you, not you. That's blood is all we have, family, and we do it. I was like, okay, I'll take it back because
I'm
I'm leaving
handpicking
that.
my family.
Yeah,
But
like
I
I
used to
take it
think the
back.
same way.
Anybody that do you wrong, I feel like you can be like, fuck their ass. And that's
I
on
agree.
everything I love. Like I'm leaving that in 20. People know what they doing now.
They
People
do.
understand what they doing, and you give people so many chances and everything, and they know you're gonna give them a chance. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm treating everybody accordingly. How you treat me, I ain't even gonna say that's how I'm gonna treat you because I'm just not gonna fuck with you no more. That's just period point blank. I
So
don't
let me
even
tell
gotta
y'all what
tell
loyalty look like. I got a video on loyalty and the plot twist. It goes a line. We'll see. So beans. No, she was getting feta cheese, juice.
oh yeah,
Um,
makes sense.
right. She was getting weird things. No, she wasn't getting stuff like that. Same period. I'm not, and I think that my spiritual bank is worth more than my monetary bank. So before, that's why I'm saying I'm completely leaving it because I would give people money to leave me alone because I knew, okay, if I
Mm-hmm.
loan out this last amount of money, I know they're not going to pay it back and I could write them off. Well, dumb, that cost you money when you could have literally just told them, I know you ain't shit. I don't like the way you move and it don't work for me. I don't need to test it with you burning another
I
bridge.
don't got it. I don't got
Right.
it.
Oh, I don't say I don't got it because I do got it. What I say is I
I
don't
just
have
say
it to lend. I say
yeah.
I don't have it to lend. I don't have it to give away. I don't got it like that. I prefer not to. I prefer not to. Or the last couple months, I say, what was the topic of my last video? Oh, okay. So you don't want to help me make the money, which by the way, I don't make money yet. But you want to your rent.
That's what's his name had how 2 Chainz for Thanksgiving. He said the same thing. He was like, everybody called him for money to help pay rent, or they need this amount of money for this amount of money for that. He said, but I had a turkey drive and all those people that asked him to help, none of them showed up to help him at the turkey drive. And he was like, he felt the way about that, and he was gonna have to like sit back and reevaluate everybody. And I was like, I feel him on that. Not that, and me, I don't even think like that because as far as me doing my podcast and stuff, I do it because I just like to talk. Like I really don't care if you
Oh,
don't.
that's definitely why I do it. But that's a
No,
way to
but I'm
weed them
just saying
out.
I don't care if you don't watch it or not. If I'm not gonna give it to you just because I don't want to. You don't ever have to watch my stuff. Even if you watch it, I still don't gotta give it to you. But I'm just saying, like, it's just a no for me. It's a no. But I'm just saying, you know how some people do feel like that. I don't feel like that. You don't gotta watch my shit at all. You could be watching it all the time.
No, I do that to weed them out. The purpose is just like what he just said. You can't show up for me. This
Yeah.
is the easiest way that you could support me. You could literally go to the channel, hit play all, and go to sleep.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can literally do that. So if you can't do that for me, and you expect me to break bread for you? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That no, I'm not at all. Don't ask. And
Yeah,
I've
you
told a
don't
couple
gotta
people,
watch nothing
don't
that
ask
I
me no
you don't
more.
gotta watch nothing that I do. It's still a no for me. I
You
don't know. And
crazy.
I tell everybody now, I don't owe nobody but my son and my mama. That's it. I don't gotta do shit for nobody else. And I'm
Legit.
not.
Legit. The only way you talk to them is if you call. Absolutely. I call the same less than 10 numbers and I text the other 10 because we just text better. I'm cool. I got my regular people
Mhm.
and I'm absolutely okay with that. I am because I was spreading myself too thin to be there for other people anyway, and they weren't showing up for me. So I didn't get to really enjoy those that showed up for me, and that's very unfair because I would show up, but sometimes it would be, oh, I got two things today, and that other person might not be as important as the first person. I can't. I was like, Ro. I would be like, everybody in my life that I love is equal. I want to treat them the same. You know, you don't want to make a difference, but that's not reality. There is a prioritization of the people in your life. It just is, because it's not possible to show up at everything. It's just not. So let me play the clip of the person that was real loyal with a plot twist, because it's going to be some real plot twist loyalty in 2025. It's going to be looking real interesting. Here we go.
I've been seeing this married woman for like the last year. But I knew she was married when I met her. I ain't have a problem. I'm like, I'm cool being your side dude. So a couple days ago, I get a phone call from a random number. I answered. He like, bro, how long you been messing with my girl? I'm like, who? He like, my girl, Evangeline. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. We just co-workers. He said, bro, you don't gotta lie to me. I done followed y'all around. I done seen y'all text messages, but on the real, I don't even care. I'm like, well, what you want then? He said, I'm trying to take this girl out, and I need you to get Evangeline as far away from the city as possible. He said, I'm going to cash app you a couple dollars, take her somewhere nice, just stay away from us. Say less. I find out exactly where they going to be at. I use his money to book us the same reservations at the same restaurant right next to the same table. So we walk in while they enjoying their meal, and I'm just looking at him like, bro, you think you going to cheat on my girl and I'm not going to say nothing about it?
Was that real?
I don't know, but it's funny because here's
It
the
is, but
thing. Here's the thing. I know some people that are actually loyal just like that, especially on the male side. So this is what we gonna leave in 2024. And yes, my OG bestie is always at the top of my list. My besties are always at the top of my list.
girl, oh my
Oh
God.
my goodness. So I know people that have actually told if the husband is cheating, the vice versa person, because they're loyal to the person that they're cheating with. It's weird. Do I think that
That's very
he's telling
weird.
that story like that? No, but do I think that it's a story that probably occurred that he knows about? Yeah, I do. And something else we need to leave in 2024 is adultery, period. Because did you hear about that story where the man in LA put a tracker on his wife's car and met him at the liquor store, and the man got out the car and went running, and the wife ran into the store and he gunned her down and then gunned himself down?
Mm-mm.
Because his wife was cheating. They were post office employees. So cousin knows them. That's almost the fourth couple this year. It's not worth it.
No.
And you driving around your own town and all of that. It's too many things these days. I would be nervous. It's too many cameras. You could record with your phone. Somebody else could show
Mhm.
up and you don't see them. They could have on a secret camera. They could be recording you. It's tracking devices. I would say don't do that. Don't play with nobody's heart because we've seen it in the news quite a bit of people unaliving a male or female and then unaliving themselves as well, and including the kids and all this crazy stuff. Just separate from the person. Why do
Right.
you have to do them like that? You can't go around hurting people. So let's align our loyalty in 2024. 5, the way that it should be. You don't like it? Can be, girl. Just think, side girls be loyal as shit. They will tell they be loyal as shit. The ones back in the day, not these dummies now. The ones back in the day, they got nice gifts, they got taken care of. They was the best friend, and they would absolutely tell if they saw the girlfriend doing something. They would. Because how dare you cheat on my man as good as he is? Got time for that shit. Whatever. And stop trying to fight wives and stop trying to fight husbands too. Y'all look ridiculous. I can't. Mhm. So let's see. Oh, something else I want to leave in 2024. People that don't know laws and then complain about being fired after they're doing TikToks at work, recording at work, on the phone at work, all of these things at work. Let's watch the video.
And especially if you're in California, it's an at-will state, so they can just get rid of you for anything.
The moment you took a recording device into a company, you just, that's people's privacy. You can't do that. If it's a customer behind you, you're on the clock. You're not a regular person. So if you're making a video in there and it's somebody in there that shouldn't be eating McDonald's, if it's a kid in there that's ditching and they shouldn't have been, if it's a man in there and behind you is the man and his mistress or the wife, you're recording and catching other people. Not only that, that's not what they're paying you to do on their time. That's also stolen time. You're not working, you're recording for your own purposes. Whether you make money or not, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. So listen to this person and then tell me. And by the way, as HR, we could go search the internet for you while you're in your hiring period. If I saw something like this, I would not hire him. And sometimes I do plug in a name. I do, because I want to see the character of the person. Your credentials, I could work with those. I could train you. Your behavior, I want to see who the representative is hiding. That's what I want to see. And it's too easy now. Why y'all think I be watching my mouth? Like, I don't be on here like I could say whatever I want to say. I can kinda, but not all the way. Here we go.
So why the fuck I just drove 40 minutes from my best friend's house just to get to work early because I was in a, a good mood, just to notice that I got fired on my day off. They're talking about some you got to sign this right up. Bitch, I ain't signing a shithole. That's coming with me. They ain't going to try and hassle me, talking about some, you can't take that, bitch. I promise you it's coming with me today. Talking about some violation, company policy, posted videos about the company, talking about my TikTok. Them hoes ain't mad because I'm posting nothing about McDonald's. Y'all hoes mad because I don't want y'all hoes on my live shouting y'all selves out. And Anopa, you big bitch, look like a fucking wet about TikTok, bitch. Talking about some, oh, you making money, you don't gotta work it, bitch. I ain't making no money off TikTok, ho. That's what you assume because of my following. Ho, you mad as fucking Elijah, bitch. You better be lucky I ain't paying. Oh, you know what? But I ain't even mad though, because I just applied for the Amazon delivery, and they're going Amazon delivery truck right there. That mean I'm gonna start working there by tomorrow. Mad ass hoes talking about some TikTok, bitch. And them hoes just fired me over TikTok. I didn't think the shit like that was real. Let me get on Indeed.
Well, at least he was searching for another job. Shoot.
Here's the problem. How do you know that it was somebody in the company that said it? It could be one of the people that's watching you that's a hater that did it. How do you know that they're not going to turn around and check? It's mostly that. Do y'all listen? At one job, there was complaints that came in for an employee that was doing social media, simply giving their opinion. I don't think nothing was wrong with the opinion, but it was 50 pages because sometimes people just hate for no reason. There are literally, don't think about yourself. Yeah, don't think about logic. Don't think about anything like that. It could be somebody that don't like you remind them of the person that their grandmother said hated them. It could be you have the same name. It could be I don't want to like black people today and I don't want you to have that position. It could be anything, and they could start inundating the company. And then if the company finds any truth or a policy or anything like that, because they don't want the negative stuff out there, then they can let you go. Now, if it's not anything negative, they won't let you go. But this other person was literally on social media when she would be driving to work, smoking Why are you smoking on your way to work at a school? Not with kids, with adults, but at a school. Point blank, period. Why are you smoking? You're driving and smoking. Then on your lunch break, you go into the liquor store. Then while you at work, I'm not lying. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it
that
going
was
down.
crazy.
Can't make this stuff up. And this person was older than me that was doing it. All these people on the phone while they working call center jobs and saying, well, I didn't say their name. You can't do anything while you on the phone at all, period, whatsoever. You can't do. What are you doing? I don't understand. Even the way he's talking right now, he's talking crazy. You're not finna get another job. Not right now acting like that because somebody gonna tag. How do you know Amazon ain't on the thing?
Right.
Just be careful. Be careful because he talking about I didn't even know that was real. How you didn't know it was real and it's in your
Right.
employee handbook? Again, people that don't know what they're doing, and then and people in the comments, God gonna bless you. Don't worry, it's something better out there. That's why these people are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But we listen
Do
and we
stuff that
don't
they
judge. These people make it so hard. That's why I had to get the hell up out of HR because it's too much. It's too much. You rather listen to people that's saying what should happen and having your side because they're equally as unaware, uneducated, ignorant. Just ignorant just means not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody that step in and be like, hey, I don't think you should do that. Take this down. You just a hater. I can't stand hating ass bitches like you. Honey, let me tell you who don't give advice online no more. Me. You want to know why? Because I charge for it, number one. I'm doing you a solid because all I'm looking at is, dang, this black person or this Mexican person or this young person. Yes, I do favor the people that I think are less likely to have the information. I do. But am I helping anymore? No, because hating on you. Anyway, shall leave me alone. Y'all, you sound dumb as heck. I took the paper with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote that on my computer and I printed it out. It's still going in your file. Whether you sign it, that's another thing people don't know. I'm not signing shit. You probably should. Signing only says I received it, but it's also a line there where you can write in whatever you want to write in, and then you get a copy of that. I would probably always make sure that I did that. Signing is not agreement. Signing says I received it. That's it. But you don't think that
people don't be wanting to receive that shit. So they like, I'm not signing nothing.
And all I'm gonna write on there is presented on this date, refuse to sign. It's still valid.
But you know, black people ain't like, I'm not about to sign nothing yet. And make sure you have my check.
I actually never had anybody that, for the most part, I will say in my HR career, if I had to let somebody go, they would listen to my advice because I would tell them things like, put it on here because I may not be here forever. So if you want somebody else, what if somebody else is sitting in this seat and they go read the file and you put it down as a referral, or they actually pull your record and go down and do each one, at least the paper that they pull will have your writing and saying it on there, because I never did nothing like that to my people. If they put it, I put it in there and would tell them and give them a copy, you don't leave it open like that. That's actually the reverse and the worst thing you could do. You should have shown the tape I sent you of the husband and wife. They was beating the horse shit out of each other. That was hilarious. Don't be mad, cringe. Listen. Oh Lord. If you can't work in a fast food place and focus, sir, you finna be driving.
No,
I don't want you delivering my packages.
I was just
You
about
driving
to say,
it on the phone.
doing TikToks and all kind of stuff.
Girl, packages gonna be thrown in the air. He gonna push them on the front porches and shit. No, thank you, Mr. Sir. And for the last one, we listen and we don't judge, but we hold people accountable. So the next 4 years, whether we like it or not, and it's already started, is the term of the fuck around and find out error. And there are people that like the immigration thing. There are people that are really mad that and believing that immigrants should leave, illegal or not, but they're actually immigrants. So I really don't understand and they're so vocal. So let's take a look at somebody listening and not judging, but just asking questions. So let's see what they have to say. Here we
Illegal
go.
immigrants are coming here. Illegal immigrants. They are hiding. They are on benefits.
Auntie, what are you doing, Auntie? What do you mean, immigrant? Auntie! Auntie! Calm down. Calm down. Auntie, what are you talking about? What do you mean, illegal immigrants? Auntie, we came on the same plane. Auntie, you will stay next to me on the plane from India. Pooja, calm down. Pooja, what are you doing? Pooja, what are you talking about? Auntie, calm down. Auntie, what are you doing? You're naughty. No, okay. Auntie, what are you actually doing, bro?
That was
We
so
listen
good.
and we don't judge, but we do hold people accountable. What is wrong, bro, with all of these people literally double talking themselves? Like they really believe what that man said when he said well, they made up what he said. He never said only criminals. They made that up. I need to clear that up too, in case anybody's wondering. He never said that. So while you're thinking your grandma's not included, or your child, or if you had
Yeah,
kids
he
here,
never
that
said
means you could
that.
stay.
He never
He
said
didn't
that.
say that. Mm-mm. He didn't say that. So why do you think that they're so angry?
I have no idea. That's $1 million question to me. Cause I'd be saying that all the time. Like, why are y'all angry? Like y'all got what y'all wanted.
But that include, I don't know. Even for me, that is not an illegal immigrant. I do know some immigrants, things like that. But even I'm not angry. I'm not angry. If they stay, let's do it the right way. Get it all together, cap it, grandfather them, and let it stay like that. If you decide to have to go back, I don't have a choice but to. I'm not angry. Like people are angry about some of these things,
Mm-hmm.
and it's mostly against their own people, and I don't understand. I'm so lost. Why are they so angry and mean and saying mean things? Like it's not me, but I mean you.
Like it don't apply to them.
Girl. Now I just want to call out, and I did not set it up that way. I just thought about it in case anybody says something. I just noticed in a couple of those videos, the ones who were out there panhandling, they look like they were probably from of the same national descent. I just went
Mm-hmm.
and pulled the videos that came out. That it just lined up that way. And here's the thing. Unfortunately, it's going to line up that way a lot more because there are people that are tired of seeing the contradictions and the, what is that called? Hypocrisy.
Right.
Hypocrisy. It's people is getting tired of it. And this is the reason why. If you are a content creator, that's great. You're giving something, you're entertaining, you're doing something. But then there are people that do absolutely nothing, and there are whole panels talking about these people, like the Netta and Charles thing. They didn't deserve anything that they got. They weren't doing anything. It didn't make the world better. It wasn't entertaining. It was nothing about it that gave them the right, or well, not the right, but people will feel like I've been trying this hard. I actually put time into my craft, effort, and do all of these things. And this person that's a mockery still gets more attention and support. So mentally, it can do something to you. And there is one, a lady called Grip Baby, and she had to get all her teeth taken out. Dr. Heavenly did her mouth for her. And in the interim, somehow she became an internet sensation. But y'all, like, her kids be in the background and they be hungry and she be crying, saying she need help. And it's more like, what is that called? When you, not extortion, when you, oh my God, I can't think of the word, but where you only do things for people to kind of make them, that when they look bad, and it's just not right. So this is a good example of what it should look like if you care about somebody that you see on social media, because your heart can feel for people and you see them whether you know them or not. So let's take a look of this panel that happened to be talking about her. And you can go look up Grit Baby and you will see somebody literally became her boyfriend online so that they could get just as many followers and start getting money from people too. She's never even met this man, and they done broke up in the last 2 weeks like 3 times. Here we go.
You went and met Dr. Heavenly, for God's sakes, and she put a brand new grill in your mouth. You mean to tell me you couldn't be talking to these people or trying to gauge your business or trying to push some type of business plan with this woman so that she could put you out on her platform or sponsor you in some type of way to help you out? She literally had just done your teeth. It was so many ways Grip could have been smart about the decisions that she's making, and she is taking that money and she is using it in a very unconstructive way, and I don't agree to it. I just don't agree to it.
Same. You ain't said nothing wrong. I mean, I agree.
You're right. Because I feel bad. I really do. I really do feel bad. Somebody give you I mean, it's clearly people in this world that want to see her do good. I mean, they gave you a whole grill. They send you clothes and stuff like that for the kids and for you and stuff like that all the time. Clearly people want to see you do good. They're really giving out of the kindness of their heart sometimes. And you're not doing what you should do with it. They want to see those kids' lives change. They want to see your life change. That's what they're giving you money for.
To me, at this point, social media is just becoming that's another form of panhandling to me.
I was just about to say, yeah, it's a panhandling.
Right? You don't have a talent. You come on there and make people feel sorry for you. They send you stuff. It doesn't get you in a better position. She will literally, like, she asked for money one day and said that the person that was helping her with her social media didn't do what they were supposed to do. She wasn't getting what she was supposed to get, all of these things. Fast forward, it was a 17-year-old. That's number one, that was helping her. And then while she was sitting there talking, 2 days later, she had a big ass bottle of Don Julio. And I promise it was 1 o'clock for me. I was up with insomnia. It's 3 hours more where she is. So that means it was 4 a.m. Her kids up running around in the background and she talking about, oh, I'm finna order me some food. I can't even afford to order food. Like, at a certain point, we're not helping these people, y'all.
Right.
You're actually enabling them because you're making them believe there's something that they're not. We want something better for them. Oh, she didn't even have the sense to do this. Well, she doesn't have sense. That's number one. Unfortunately, she doesn't. I'm not supporting anybody going forward that I don't see as a real content creator, as somebody that would take their platform and when their viral moment comes, they're prepared to leverage what they've already been doing, because not everybody's prepared and they waste it. And then guess what? If somebody else looks just like them a little bit, they want to throw them out the window. Now, fast forward. Have you heard about Cooking with Kaya?
I've been hearing people, but I ain't never seen it.
So I didn't see it until people started hating on her. So now I just showed you somebody who they had all those complaints about, that y'all sending money. They go live and you could send people money on live, and people put up their Cash App, and for being on the live, you can get points. You can do all of these things to make money. Now this Cooking with Kaya girl, she's a single girl, super cute brown girl for me. And all she does is make videos of her cooking and say, this is how you should cook for your man. And she'll wear a cute little outfit, all natural. That's it. And every now and then she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna take your man, or I'm gonna do something like that. Apparently she has blown up and men really love her. I'm thinking because she looks really natural. That's what I'm thinking. Right. People my age, literally, YouTube cocky, you don't like her attitude. What attitude? She don't have no attitude. When an interview was done with her and people was like, well, do you even have a man? She was like, no, I don't have a man. They said, well, who eats the food? She said, I eat the food. What do you mean? It's content and she's showing you how to cook. But why are y'all mad at this girl for getting a niche, hers kicked off? Listen, baby, this social media shit, unless you have an exact plan with a product attached, if your only doing a podcast and you're not bringing on celebrities, which by the way, we're fighting against them because now they done brought their ass over to social media and they doing the same stuff we're doing, only they have their famous friends that could come on their show. So now they being greedy as fuck. And I don't believe you should be able to be on social media. I don't. It's not fair. But with somebody like that, now people saying all this stuff about her. The other day, apparently a sex tape was leaked, which I don't believe. She don't look like a sex tape girl, but they want to take her down so bad. And all the videos that they remake it over is like couples with the girl is recording the man saying, my wife cooks amazing. I don't need cooking with Kaya at all. Like they're doing, what is that called? Where
But
you
you
make
still
fun.
gotta reference her for it to even be valid.
But my question is, why are you coming for this baby? She's like 23.
Yeah,
She's not in here on no sexy
it's right
red
in
shit.
here and people say her name, but I never seen her.
I didn't until people started saying her name. Then I had to go and look like, dang, what is she doing? That she doing this? She not overly being too much. She mostly plays 90s music while she cooking. I don't know. It's a cute little voiceover thing. How y'all wasn't mad at Netta and Charles who didn't do shit, but you mad at this young
Girl.
girl? Like that's what I'm
They
saying.
love foolery stuff. That's why I'm like, with them, we should have never even made them famous.
Or like a grit baby, or like the people that be on there fighting all the time, or it's so many platforms, y'all, of people that's doxing people. Can we leave that in 2024? Because stick a pin right there. If you put somebody's address and stuff out there and anything happens to that person, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. It don't matter if you sent them over there to do that. You put the address out there. Once you put the address out there, you open them up, and anything that happens to them, you are responsible for it. I need you to know that. It's that serious. We have a friend that sent somebody to do something and they had 72 years. That is a real law. And it's crazy. Don't do that. Don't do it. Stop arguing with each other on your platforms too. Y'all arguing with people you never even met. Y'all sound like you sound interesting. They think they all of that, or if they do, so what? Because the next
And you
person
must
can come
think
on
they
there
all
crying.
I hate when people say that because I be like, you must think they all that too.
But if then they come on there crying and saying, "Oh my God, I have such low self-esteem," no, girl, don't feel like that. You are amazing.
Trying to look her up right now.
Cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya. She should let them know. Thank you for hating on me. She does. So that make them more mad. That's another thing. Once you make somebody angry on social media, everybody follows that thing. The rest of your comments on that video will look like that, and it becomes a trend. So to me, now she ain't even all of that. I don't see how she making money like that. But you piggybacking off of her and making a video about it so that you could get views drawn to your page too, of the Hater Joy Luck Club. Can we leave Hater Joy Luck Club in 2024? We about to have a lot of stuff on our plate. And if you're not a real grown up, just say that. Because as a real grown up, since the time I moved out of my mama's house, I didn't have time to be doing this kind of stuff to people.
Right.
I don't understand. I actually enjoy going online and telling people things like, you look pretty. I'm proud of you. I'm praying for you. And that's any race, any color, any sexual orientation, anything. I love to see people happy. That's what I go on social media for, to laugh. Ask bro, I don't send her no crazy stuff unless it just pop up and I'd be like, well, that was a plot twist. But most of our stuff is informative or is silly. Like, can you believe that happened? Or a follow-up. Other than that, all that fighting and sitting there listening to the live go back and forth. Can we leave that in 2024? And then finally, for me, the people doing, we listen, but we don't judge.
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like that's breaking up happy homes.
I feel like it's breaking up people, child, because
they shouldn't even do it. Like y'all, and again, you're doing it for likes because y'all saying stuff that y'all know is gonna make a person flip out. You're doing it for likes, and then you messed up a whole relationship over, like you said, trying to go viral.
Or like I listened to one and it sticks out so much for me. She was on the 304 TikTok side. So she was like, we listen, but we don't judge. I have done that with family members before.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one,
We
and
listen and we don't judge. I have done that with people that was in a wheelchair or not completely aware.
you doing it to go. She's doing that stuff to go viral. Like you
It
doing
gotta
that
be
stuff.
I don't believe she's done that whole list. She's so young. My response was to her was we listen and we don't judge, but I sure am praying for you. Whatever happened to you in your life, for all of those things to happen, I am sorry. The people around you failed you. And that is what I wrote. Because it's sad. Y'all, she had an entire list doing it and not getting money. It was the family and friends one for me.
Yeah, that
And
was
the
powerful.
wheelchair, I was like, what? Like that's stuff that should go in a therapist's office. People went too deep with it. We listen and we
Right.
don't judge was supposed to be funny things like mother and daughter doing something. We listen and we don't judge. Remember that time, mom, you told me to stay in the house? Oh, I snuck out. It was supposed to be stuff like that. As usual, to be the one to break the internet, it always got to be somebody that just take it there. And then everybody tried to trump that person. Like, can we just leave that where it is? Because that's sad. I don't understand. I don't know. That's what I would. Oh, and I want to leave baby hairs that go above the eyebrow. I want to leave that in 2024. And y'all know I do because I did a whole video about my
A fight,
install
but
and showed
yeah,
y'all.
that mess too. I hate that.
And I want to. We listen and we don't judge. I don't want lashes that go up to here, so your baby hair go
Girl,
right here.
that
You
too.
can't even see people eyebrows. Y'all keep trying to tell you. If I pull my wig down where other people's wig is, that means this entire space. So do they put glue on the entire space? I don't know. I'm not doing that. That's a lot. It's hot. I'm already hot. In case y'all can't see, I'm hot right now. Okay, I'm
And
hot. I'm about to take the shit off my head.
I'm like, I'm freezing. I got the
I
heat on
don't like lights
everything.
though. I have light sensitivity. Um, but yeah, what else do? Mm, let's leave being lying as social media couples, pretending like you a couple. Let's stop doing anything that would lead our young people in the wrong
Yeah,
direction.
all these
Just
fake life coaches and all that stuff. But they ain't gonna leave that in 2024. It's gonna roll right on over because they always gonna have a following.
they have bigger following than everybody else is on there actually doing something. And
Yeah.
then they inbox people like me to try to help them fix some things. In 2025, I will, if you ask me to do anything, I'm sending you an invoice because I am an actual consultant. I will send you an invoice. If you are not that 10 in my call log and that 10 in my text, I'll send you a consult. You can pay me. You could pay me. And people that say, well, you could just get it on Chat GPT. You can never get a human experience from Chat GPT. It can tell you whatever it. Let me tell you something. Chat GPT is only Google, Bing, everything that's behind it, pulling information forward. You still need to be able to know if that information is accurate. Because perfect example, when we did that what is it that we did? Oh, when we was doing the politics stuff. And because I had to look up something real quick, remember I went to Chat GPT and did it real quick. And then was like, wait, these are not the same numbers. Well, it pulled the stuff from 2020. And not that you had I not known that after I looked at it and was like, wait, this don't sound right. You still have to have the knowledge. It's no way around it. It's people going back to college right now, at least to do business classes and get that business acumen because they're wondering, how come I'm not making the money I was making at the beginning of COVID? Well, that wasn't real money. That was a very false world during that time because you had money to throw. You have money to throw. You didn't care. Oh, I lost that. That's just this. You wasn't even returning shit at that time because you didn't give a damn, especially if it was fraud money. You just didn't care. You was giving stuff away. Now people are back being selective with now you got your real customers back. Those of us that make real money. And now we're like, no, I don't pay for that. You're not a beautician.
Right.
You only do installs of wigs. Well, I could do my own wig. I'm not doing that. Now they want to know and they want to reach out to people and ask for help. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be an interesting 4 years, but be kind to yourself. Be patient. Because on the reverse, those of us, everything we learn and how to work, we have to make some tweaks to it too, to adjust to the changes that have been made without losing our integrity though. So that is it from me. We listen and we don't judge, but we do provide advice and we do say what we would never fucking do.
Right.
What are your final words, Rose? Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. What are your final words, Rose?
I hope we have a better 2025.
I'm gonna need you to think of something. Okay, we have one more show for this year.
We gotta do better for 2025.
Yes. Next Tuesday we have our last show. It's gonna be like a New Year's show, so it's gonna be very fun. It's probably gonna be a drinking game, and Rose is gonna tell y'all more than quit being raggedy. Do better.
Because well, they gotta stop first. Hell, do better. I'm gonna try to find something else and do better. Y'all gotta do better in 2025, so I won't have to say it.
It's too much. I can't do it, Jesus. But we listen and we don't judge. But the Bible said hold people accountable. Now look at what happened from y'all letting y'all kids do whatever, and it's not telling people when they was wrong. Now look at us. Now look at us. We got snatching grabbers. We got people calling the police on themselves because the people stole their own drugs. We got all kind of shit going on.
Raggedy. So how can I not say the things that I say when it's just keep happening?
Well, our next message when we close out is going to be to the people that supported us, the people that have sense. Because everybody that supports us, watch the show, bid on the show, all have sense. So it's going to be for us. It's not.
I'll think
it's not going to be for everybody else.
I'm thinking about the world in general.
No, because what did we say for 2025? I'm going to sit this one out. It's not my fight. It's not my battle. You can pay me though.
That's true.
You can pay me on the consulting side, and I'm not going to care, but I'll tell you how to work.
We're going to have a better 2025, everybody.
Thank you. Y'all, it'd be like pulling teeth out of twin. It do, because she really just feels like stop being raggedy. I don't know. Well, hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you back here on Thursday to highlight fathers, and then Tuesday of next week, and then we'll be done for the year. So have a good night.